Hey everybody, it's Eric. I'm making a game. That game is called the Godkiller. Happy New Year. It's January 1st, 2021. Been at this for... Let me figure it out for real. Because I've got it written down. Just bear with me. Just one moment. Began developing in March 2019. Okay. So it's January 2021. I'm just shy of 2 years. So in March, it'll be 2 years. And nearly every day I've been working on this thing. Nearly every day. Alright. So, let's show recent progress. So I've been doing most of the work off stream because I don't want to give away the final levels of the game to people who might be watching this. And there's a lot of story stuff that it's not just me protecting people's experiences. It's me not wanting to shortchange the impact of these things I have set up for the last couple of levels. I'm even like having doubts about letting the playtesters work on these levels. Like I'd almost just rather have them 98% finished with all the music and the scripting and voiceover, and you know, I might be a little less precious about that. I might give them an option if they want to or not. Anyways, let me show you some stuff that's not really spoilerific. I did a lot of work on the All Blocks Plateau, but I'm not going to show that. I'll show something else. One thing I noticed with the All Blocks is that my frame rate tanked because it's such a large level. And I have a little more work to do on optimizing the performance there, but I was able to get the frame rate back into the 40 frames per second range, which isn't like real great, but it's okay, by using level of detail. Let me explain level of detail. It's really pretty cool. It's my favorite feature of Unity for optimizing performance. Okay, so there's an object here called a rail. Right now you're seeing LOD 1. Okay, don't go down a little further. Now you're at LOD 0. Okay. So get further away. It switches to other LODs. LOD 2 right here. If I get very far away, it'll call it. I gave it a pretty generous calling range. So at that point, the thinking is, what is it, 1 pixel of silver? You know, do we really want to be displaying it and having all the math operate on at that level? Wow, I sure was generous with the calling range. I could probably go further in, like maybe more like that. So, but this is let me give you a better idea of what it actually does. So let me pick one that's got a lot of stuff to it. Okay, that's LOD 0. There's something kind of screwy with the outliner that has to do with me changing resolutions. I'm going to start the game and then come back to the editor to reset that. Okay, so there, that looks fine. So yeah, if my level's not complicated, I'll get like really nice frames per second. When I start having lots and lots of stuff in it, that's when it gets a little iffy. Okay, hit unplay. Okay, does this look a little better? Alright, so the gist of it is you will not see more detail than you need. So LOD 0, I have the whole thing intact. I also have like these little end caps here, which are there in case like there's some other rail up against it that isn't neatly sealing it off, and then if you happen to have it very close to you like this, it'll just kind of look like two pieces of metal that were welded together in a sloppy way, because it'll still have this end cap here, this bit here. Now as I move further away, I'll switch to there. It switched to LOD 2, and what it did is it removed 8 polygons on each of these 8 triangles on each of these things, so that it removed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 32 triangles. And then there's an underside to the rails, which I know at further distances is not visible. It's only when you get close that you need to see that underside. So I took 2 more polygons, actually quads. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 for each. So 4, 8, 16. Okay, so 16 plus 32. At this point, I'm bad with my math, but I've removed 48 polygons. So most of these things are going to be displayed at LOD 1 or 2. It's kind of rare when they're up close like this. And keep in mind, I've got scenes where there's just hundreds of these rails all in frame at once. So that means, like, say I've got 100 of them in frame at once. That's 4,800 triangles that I've just removed with that. Okay, those are triangles that Unity doesn't need to check if the normal's facing the right direction. That they don't need to check that they've been clipped out in some way. They don't need to perform all the lighting, texturing calculations on them, right? So I say Unity, but really what I really mean is the graphics card. Although Unity does do some checks before it sends it off to the graphics card, and I get to reduce those as well. All right, so then you can go further away, and you'll not notice when it flips over probably, because it's smooth. Here I should be at LOD 2. I basically just removed more polygons off the undersides of these. So I took off another 16 triangles off of the bottom of these pipes. Okay, so it's that, and then we get far enough away it's going to cull. You can still kind of see a few pixels there. Yeah, there it culled. I could probably cull a little bit closer than that. Okay, so I did that. And I also did spikes, or at least upward facing spikes. Because there's many levels where I put these guys down at the bottom of a pit, and I just put a whole ton of them. When you're looking down at a pit and it's very far away, and there's a whole slew of these things down at the bottom, it just destroys the frame rate. So I culled that. I culled it really a little bit near for my taste. I can see an argument to figure out some other representation. This one doesn't have a nice kind of removal of polygons thing. It just culls. That's all it does. Yeah, and that one is maybe a little more controversial for me. It goes from there to... Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a flat billboard texture with some white dots on it. And I'll use that when it's a little bit closer in. So let me just screenshot this. All right, that's the demo portion of the stream. Now I'm going to get some work done. Wow, I always forget how to get this to the clipboard once it's just, how about clipboard? It's just easier just to redo it again. Share it with my clipboard. That's what I want to do. But if I just come down here and save to clipboard, that'll do it. All right. So that is the pattern I want to make. Although, did I get that right? Because maybe I'm rotated around in some weird way. Hold on, let me go back to the game. Okay, let's just throw some spikes down. No, I think I'm off a bit. Try to go straight down. Oh, stop, stop, stop. Oh, isometric, you're so worthless. Okay. So then if I come back, this is a much more useful screenshot. Let's go to Photoshop. All this effort I'm putting in to size this for broadcast. There we go. And let's take this. Set it to some reasonable texture size. Let's see. I think 64. Well, let's start it out larger. Okay. And I think it will not, the shader won't pick it up as something that needs outlining because I'm going to have like transparency on it. I think that's how it works. All right, let me just cut out all the junk. Actually, I'm not sure if the shader will pick up on the texture and put outlines around or not. So I guess I won't make too much of an effort to touch up the sides yet. I'll see what the actual result is. If the shader does add an outline, it'll be fine. If it doesn't, I might just beef up the outline around it inside of this texture. I could make an effort to make this look rounder, but I think if my aim is to have this match the 3D smoothly, I should not do that. So it doesn't have to look real great because it's just going to be so small. It will be so small, there's no reason to fuss over it. At least that's my opinion now. I might change my opinion after I actually see it in the game. Okay, delete that. Oh, don't ever show that to me again. No, I don't want to save on the cloud, you fucks. Do an export to a PNG. We'll put it right into the assets. I think this will be LOD 2. Okay. Be interested to see how well this works. Not certain it will work that great. So let's put in LOD 2. Okay. Tools, Pro Builder. Plane 1 by 1 with 0. And let's face it up. Cool. Build that. I am going to need to... Oh, well, that at least seems placed correctly. Oh, no, it's not. There we go. Although, probably want it to be up a little bit higher. Let's just 0.2. That should do it. Okay. I will need to set up that material. All right, spike LU LOD2. Okay, let's. I wish there was a way to just say create a material from it. Okay, where's the material that you just created? Oh, it's right here. Spike U LOD2. Okay. Then we change the shader so that it allows cut out. Cool. Okay, all this seems right. Let's change this to spike. Huh, this looks like it's got a chance of working. Yeah, I think it's gonna work just fine. All right. Let's fix this. Okay. Actually, that might be a good place to put it in. Let's see. Let's try it. I don't think this is gonna be where I want it, but let's try it. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. Well, that's aggressive. Put it there. let's go down more than that. See, that's pretty seamless. Like, that's not going to bother me. Okay, so 15%, calling at 2%. Let's go take a look at a level that's got a lot of spikes in it. I do not know yet if this is a good technique. So that doesn't look bad. I will say it kind of looks like it got smaller. All right, so okay, let's go to a level with lots of spikes. This does not belong in this level. Let's see. First death. What are these all? These are probably not being replaced though. Yeah, I'm guessing these are not prefab instances. So, yeah, they're not. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. So here you want to put in spike U. Then on this side, yeah, spike U. On this side you want to take all of the spikes, this massive amount of spikes. Here, let's just get them this way. Every last one of these guys, just every last one. And just replace all 462 of them. Let's do it. If it doesn't work out, I can just revert. Okay, so now, yeah, go up, and then they just kind of all right. So the LOD is working now. That's how you. Most of the time, they just be a little texture down there. That's it. Get a little closer. Say you're down here. There's still just a kind of a texture. Let me play with that a little bit. It seems like I've got them switching over too fast. Though I definitely don't mind the idea of replacing them as fast as I can without any, as close as I can without any ill effect. Okay, so there, they gotta be a little farther away now. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, go ahead and save it. Well, you gotta get real close before they... Oh. Do I need to... Yeah, I gotta do this whole replace thing again. Okay. Okay. Okay, so the main problem there is there's still a fair amount of difference between the texture and the mesh at that height. So I think I can make it a little bit better because I can see what's going on. So this stuff here, that's the outline going around it, but there's no outline around this. So if I take the texture and I apply an outline, it's going to work better. And help fill in a little bit of a gap. Okay, let's try that. Although, boy, I really did darken it there. Let me check. Oh, those do look a lot darker. All right, so I can update this multiple times too. I should have gotten an overwrite message. Let me do that again. Ugh. Yeah, okay. Okay, that looks better. I don't want to try to match it too closely because I know there's going to be differences in the in the outline that's applied at different resolutions, so it's not going to be a perfect match ever. How close is that though? Okay, let me just go just a little bit thicker on the stroke. Let's do 3, let's do 4. Let's try that. File, save as. No. Replace it. Do it. But did it change? I think it did. It's just I didn't win in the race to come back to it. All right, let's just take a look at full screen, see what it looks like. Oops, what's that? Yeah, put that back. Play. Let's try. Okay, there they are. Okay, they're just a texture there. I think I want them to be polygons at that height, though, to be honest. They're spikes, they're proper spikes. Okay, I gotta make that switch over further away. Okay, here you can see them right in between the two states. But I'm pushing my luck. Well, maybe that's the wrong term. I'm cheapening the quality more than I need to, more than I should. Now up here, entirely appropriate for them to be textures. That feels right to me. So I'm kind of curious. I probably did get a nice little... Okay. Yeah, this was like a problem area before. So let me see. There are my stats. 27. Okay. So this is like where it starts to get like this is a viewpoint. This is an area where you'd be playing a lot. I kind of don't mind the frame rate dropping if this isn't like a real active area. But in general, I'm trying to target everything to around 40 frames per second or better. On this machine, which is not a game machine, but it is like a high-end iMac. Maybe that's not even the wrong term. It's decent hardware, but it's not fantastic hardware. It's actually a really nice machine for CPU. For graphics, it's okay. but the $700 Windows machine I bought this year renders faster. Okay. Let's move the LOD2 replacement a little further out. It's not bad. Could be better. So if I go to scene view, maybe 5. Let's try that. Looking straight down, it's pretty good. That's where it changes, right there. Now I go this way. That's not bad either. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. Save it. Then let's replace all the spike U's. Spike you very much. Okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, let's play it again. Yeah, so there I can see the spikes in 3D. Further away, they're not looking great over here, I gotta admit. Gotta admit, they don't look good here. They're kind of popping up. So that's the thing. When you look straight down, oh, they look fine. They look real smooth, but when they're at that angle, that's when the 3D-ness really, really matters. Yeah, I don't like that. That's confusing. The player's going to think, oh, are they spikes that pop up and pop down depending on how close you are to them? It looks like they're actually doing something. So let me take that out. Or let me increase the height, increase the distance for switching over to the texture a little bit further. I gotta be close at this point. I gotta be real close. Okay, so we'll say 4. Let's do 4. Okay, save that. go. I think I found it. Yeah, so these guys are not flipping over. Now, if they were further away, they might do that little flip trick, but I'm counting on that further away being far enough for it not to matter. So let's go take a walk upstairs. See how they do. Okay, they're still... Okay, so there's some over here that are now texture, some right at the edge. Okay, then they just started to flip over here. I think I can make the outline of them a little bit thicker. Okay, as soon as I come up, okay, now they're all texture. It's pretty close to being acceptable. I think I'll just make the texture have a larger outline. I think I'll be ready to call it good at that point. But up here it's great. There's like no issue with it. Now if you're just kind of moving around really fast, not paying attention, you're probably not going to notice the effects with the spikes at all. The game does have a way of getting you to focus on yourself and what's close to you. I might be kidding myself, I don't know. Okay, so let's bring this stroke up to, I don't know, do 6. Is that going to be too much? Oh, other thing, stroke. Position inside. Let's do outside. Okay, this is going to make it a lot different. So I'll put that back down to 4. And let's do this save as. Let me get rid of that extra texture. It's going to mess me up at some point if I don't get rid of it. That looks like the new one. Okay, let's play it, see what it does. Still is not looking like the line weight is optimal. Let me make it a little bit larger. Just to make sure I can do too much, let me do it double. There's one technique when I'm just trying to get the right values, just to make sure I go further than I should. It's looking really close. That was definitely better. Okay, let's try this again. I shouldn't try to fine tune this too much because there's going to be differences in line weight at different resolutions. I think that'll do it. That'll do it. Down here it looks real good. You can just see it change a little bit down there. And once you're up, no issue. So this is maybe the worst spot over here. I can picture similar type stuff off over here if it was visible. But I mean, I think it's worth it. there's one other thing I could do. So those spikes, I believe they are I think that they've got 8 sides to them. I could do one more LOD version of them that is only 4 sides. Yeah, I'm right. They're 8 sides. Okay. So I could make a duplicate of this. Let's call it LOD1. No. Let's hide LOD0 for the moment. And LOD2 will hide. Okay, these guys. Is it gonna let me bridge? I don't know. We'll see. That would be my favorite way to handle this. Cool. Okay, I gotta make sure they're all in the same smoothing group. I've been not using the Pro Builder menu because it's got some bugs in it that will make it so that whole panel over there doesn't work anymore. Nice. Okay, cool. I feel like this is going to work. So let's take this guy, duplicate. No. Okay, turn off the snap. Just move you over to the same position. There. Okay. I believe I already deleted the bottom. Okay, and then we take the previous cone, just delete that. Previous cone, not you, the other one. Delete that. Okay, this should give me a decent new LOD group. Let me make sure I got the bottoms. I did. Okay, cool. Not touching that one, I know that much. Where's the insert thing? Okay, let's just remember in case it messes it up. 4%, 2%. Yeah, it messed it up. There we go. That might even be a good LOD amount. Okay, so then LOD1 can come here. I don't know why. Let's just pull this back over. There we go. Yeah. Well, that's pretty seamless. I mean, so seamless, I'm not positive it's actually... Okay, spike you. I feel like I have LOD 0 inside of here. Let's just yank you out. You're looking too good, basically. So, okay, then we do LOD 1. Yeah, okay, that's probably what was going on. There we go. I get a little bit square, but still pretty good. Okay, so that's good. That means I'll have like a way to render the spikes when they're kind of close. A nice medium LOD there. Let's try it out. And that LOD1 halves the number of polys. It's only 32 triangles in the LOD 0 version, but when you multiply all these guys with each other, when you take the cumulative effect, it's not a small thing to reduce all of these polygons in half. So you can just see there's 460 of these things. So if it's 462, so it's, oh wait a minute, I haven't actually made the replacement yet. I have to do that prefab replace thing. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. All right, spike, 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 spike you. Because these guys aren't prefab instances, I have to manually replace them with this little utility I've got. $211, that's not enough. There's more than that. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's like 462 of these things, and they normally take 32 triangles. So if most of them are showing at half, that's like 2,000 triangles I just cut out of the scene. I'm going to check the frame rate in a second too, which I'm kind of excited to do. Okay. So let's see. Getting excited. So it was around 37 or so at the start, frames per second, something like that. All right, now I'm up to 80 frames per second. And spikes look fine. Yeah, I'm well above 80. So that was an important change. Like, the game feels better now at this point. I went dipped down to 57. Fine. There's an issue with these spikes not. Wow. Okay, what did I do there? I messed up something. Hold on. I mean, visually I fixed the problem, but I must have did something else that screwed it up. I think there's like a tag missing or something like that. So let me see. What the hell? What the hell? Tag spikes. Spike discovery. What did I do? Damn it. Oh, I will need to fix that. So I screwed something up. I'm not sure what. Just pre-process the level again. I do like that frame rate. Okay, here the frame rate dips down. Okay, I'm happy with the spikes visually. I'm unhappy with them not popping up on the board. Just walk all over them, doesn't matter. I don't yet see the connection between the LOD stuff I did and them not being represented in the board. I do not yet see that. Any one of these, if I click on it, it's got the things which I assumed would be needed. Spike's tag, and spike discovery. All right. So I'm going to debug this, but first I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be back in a bit. Holy algorithm 1.0. Back to work, work, work. Back to work, work, work. All right, so I'm going to check one thing before I get into the code. Just going to check my renderers to see if each one has got what I expect. Also, do I have an extra LOD group in here? No, I don't. I don't. Look at Spike U. It's got Spike Discovery. And the tag on spikes is there. So it should just pop up inside of the board loader. Let me check the board loader. Okay, spikes. Spike adder tag. Okay. Spikes. That's the tag it's going to look for. Okay. Oh, I didn't run the debugger. Let's back out. Okay, run the debugger. I lost my breakpoints that I just set just a moment ago. That's weird. So most of those should be spikes. Yeah, a whole bunch of you here. Yeah, let's see if it adds. Yeah, it's adding. $22, $26, $3. Okay. Okay, so it's going to come back to the breakpoint again, because there's one that gets called for pre-processing, there's another one that gets called for, okay, still the large count. Oh! Spike adder was not called. Oh, no, I turned this thing off. Dang it. Okay. So if I just look at the board now, I already went through the first group, which contains spikes, so it should have spikes all over the place. Let's check. Spike layers. Okay, we've got one height where spikes are at. It's at 3. Checksum 0. Kind of looks like it didn't add any spikes. Oh, no, there's some. There's some. 32.47. So along the 32, it's working. What about, say, 31? Yeah, 31. 30. The board looks pretty good. Now, I did put them at 3. Now, is that right? Is that correct? Should be 2? I can't remember. And also, I have no idea why my chat screen is being weird. There we go. All right, I don't see evidence of a problem here. Let me find one place where it says there's spikes, and I'll try to walk to it. So at 25.16. So these will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, if I really want to get this right, I should set a marker somewhere. Where you at? Okay. Or I can just do a walk. Okay, so let's do piece. Let's do spike. Oh, piece util, that's what I want. Or walk util. Okay, say walk. Okay. $31.24. Let me just check. The new call is going to be 31.24. Height is going to be 4. Well, that's interesting. It kind of seems like all the spikes got put like one height down. Let me check. Board. They're all on 3. So 24, let's see, 31.24. Yeah, it's got a spike. I think I did something which caused the coordinate system to change a little bit or something like that. It's weird though. I didn't change the transforms of all those spikes. So got it. The spikes are in the right place. The player's not. That's what it is. I know why. So the player's walking on top of all the spikes. The reason for that is because with the LOD changes, some of these spikes, I'm getting ahead of myself. I gotta verify my hypothesis, but I think some of these spikes don't have ignore raycast on. This guy probably doesn't. Yeah, he does not. Okay. So set you to ignore raycast. Set all you guys. Just ignore raycast. Yes, change the children. The children need to be changed. Let's make sure you're all static. All right. Come back out here. Yeah, save it all. Okay, and we gotta do that. Spike U, update again. Okay, so when the board is pre-processed, it raycasts down on top of every single square to find where floors and ceilings are, and those are put in internal data structure, a height map. So that I can look at those quickly instead of raycasting to figure things out. And because I had a layer set to default instead of ignore raycast, it was saying this is a floor here. You walk on top of it, and the player was just walking above all the spikes. Okay, 462. Let's see. Spike you. All right. There we go. There we go. Hello, my stats. Yes, 60 frames per second. That's awesome. Good stats. Okay. Here. Yeah. It's all right. It's all right. 34. It's good enough. Good enough for a viewpoint which is not a place you spend a lot of time in the game. Pop in here, frame rate goes back up as it should. All right. This was probably the single most important optimization I've made so far. Okay, so that is going to be a stream because I need to move on to spoilerific tasks. There are 2 levels at the end of the game, and I mostly got the first one done. Now I'm going to move to the second one, and yeah, I don't want to ruin it for anybody, so I'm going to work off stream. All right, if anybody has joined me, whether live on the stream as a lurker or as someone watching a video archive of a stream, thanks for joining me. Hope you got something out of it, and I'll drop another stream tomorrow. Stopping the stream.